course you're gonna come back with me. Because if you don't, you'll never see your family again. You're gonna get them back in little pieces, and I'm going to eat their liver.
You like horses? Ever had sex on a horse?
What?
Or with a horse?
Why aren't you there sucking my dick under the table? Otherwise you can be secretary forever.
Go fuck yourself.
Look at you now, you stupid fuck, eh? Flawless victory. Ha 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 ha.
Long ago, on March 6th, 2018, this unholy planet was blessed with something that was the start of something special, something truly fascinating. Super Seducer. Now, if you don't know what Super Seducer is, let me enlighten your mind. Super Seducer is a video game series made by Richard LaRunia. I don't fucking know. On Google Books, reliable source, I know, says he's an internationally renowned pickup artist and coach. First of all, do real people on the planet Earth actually pay other people to teach them how to pool? That sounds like something from the many scams and tricks Chris Chan has had to endure in his life.
A video titled "For Julie's Eyes Only" was leaked onto a website. This upload showed Chris completely naked as he had a blow-up doll while calling out Julie's name.
How to effortlessly attract the women you want. You can't tell me that title isn't supposed to draw in Nigel, the server moderator for r/Andrew Tate Uncensored. And second, from what I'm about to show you in these games, I don't know how the hell he has such a, legendary title.
Could go feed squirrels together?
Boom, there it
I'd
is.
love to feed
like
the
little
squirrels. Yeah,
No, you
why
wouldn't.
not?
Nice one. The classic squirrel feeding session is always a winner with
That's not
the ladies.
real.
Richard kind of reminds me of Nathan Fielder, only if Nathan was a mischievous sexual deviant.
In just a few moments, I'm going to be handcuffed to this solid steel frame, and I'll have exactly 90 seconds to free myself before the claw on this robotic arm undoes my pants, exposing me to an audience of children.
By the way, if you've never seen Nathan For You or The Rehearsal, please do. They're so good.
The woman was in the store. I just kept thinking about all the things I'd like to do with her, how I'd like to get naked with her and start to hold her breasts and massage them, and then to use my hands and try to rock them and massage them.
In Nathan For You, Nathan Fielder claims he's a business guru that can save small businesses from closing down by giving them wacky, out-of-the-box ideas. In the first episode, the advice he gives this yogurt store to get more customers is to start selling customers shit-flavored yogurt, which I will admit, I would probably go for reasons to, you know, see if the taste is accurate and like if it's real. You know, it is a revolutionary idea to see in the food industry. It does bring in new customers, but only for one day, because this isn't going to bring new lifetime customers, alright? Like, the store owner only uses the flavor for one day because in the episode, they literally acknowledge, hey, poop isn't exactly the most appetizing thing to think about when you're eating yogurt. Agree to disagree. And the episode just ends with the yogurt store being in the exact same place it was before Nathan came in, except it's known for selling literal shit one time. This is exactly how I think someone would feel after using Richard's quote-unquote advice in Super Seducer.
Hey girls, you talking about me?
No.
Well, why not?
Why should we?
It's a great subject.
You think?
Yeah. Probably that's number one, and then number two would be about guys, and number three about shopping. Like top three subjects.
But talking about you as a man, talk as well.
Yeah, I combine all three, and I go shopping, so you can just talk about me
okay.
the whole time. We'll be fine. Okay. That's correct. Nice one. It's,
What?
Funny line.
As someone who's dated a good amount of people, I have to say, if a woman ever looks at you like this and stands far enough away from you so she can reach her pepper spray, you gotta abort, dude. But I will say, this first game is definitely the most normal game in the series. I'll elaborate later on what I mean, but this game is still very interesting.
Do you know what I really, really like in a girl?
Surprise me.
My dick. Surprise!
Wow, the production value on this is amazing. This game uses real footage of people, which we know only the best video games ever use this.
We get at least 200 qualified applicants for every position here. It's those people who do that little extra thing. They're the ones who get ahead. I mean, get ahead. Take your damn clothes off!
And it uses the Telltale Games format of it just being dialogue options that determine the end of each level. Levels like fucking your best friend. Richard, why are you jerking off to her Instagram photos, dude? Oh my god, bro. Each time you need to pick a dialogue option, you have 3 types of options I've categorized for you guys. Number 1, advice that, I really need to preface this, that he thinks is good. A great piece of advice from Richard is teasing hot women for eating food like burgers.
You know what? I do find that a little incongruent. You know, you girls in your nice dresses, looking all fancy, and then you're just like eating burgers.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it feels a little bit weird, but
This is perfect.
A lot of women I know eat fucking candy for dinner. I don't think this is the right thing to say, Richard. Also, a lot of these are him going on these long rants and not even letting the woman talk, which, of course, women love that.
Try this right now with me, both of you, okay? So maybe close your eyes, it will help. So close your eyes and you imagine you're walking in some beautiful place and then up ahead you see a field of strawberries. And tell me, there's a fence around it. How high is the fence? Just show me with your hands how high it is. Okay, oh, okay, nice one. All right, that's enough. And then you can put your hand down. And then the next thing, so you go in there and you want to eat some strawberries. How many strawberries do you eat? What's your answer?
I will eat as many as I can.
Okay. And yeah, how about you?
Me too.
Loads of strawberries.
Yeah,
Okay.
strawberries.
But then you've eaten all the strawberries, you're leaving, and then the farmer comes. And he's like, you ate all my strawberries. And then what do you say back to him?
I would just say I'm sorry.
What would you say?
I'm hungry.
I was hungry. Okay, all right, you can open your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what it means, right? It's very interesting. So the first one, how high the fence is, that's your barrier to sex.
This is a speed run to getting her straight in order, dude. I swear to God. Number 2, advice he thinks is alright, but won't make the girl Niagara Falls from her coochie, I guess. For example, asking a girl you just met where she sees herself in 5 years, which I will admit is something I would never ask on a date. But the right option in this scenario is to choose, instead of that, is to get physical by checking her muscles. May I remind you that we just met her. Don't get physical with a girl you just met. Also, I'm stupid and I didn't explain the context of this level, but Richard is trying to get this girl's number. They're not even on a date. Number 3, creepy ass options.
Well, you know what? There's a special quality I look for, and I would only stop girls if they have that exact thing. So
Okay.
it's quite, something special going on. Do you want to know what it is, the quality?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it's just when the girl just looks like she's dying to be fucked, and basically,
Excuse me?
yeah, like she's just ready to.
Now, obviously, this is the wrong thing to say, but do you want to know what his advice is? To never swear at women. How are you, a worldwide renowned super seducer, and you're telling me I should never swear to women ever? Now, I don't know if I'm having rare experiences here when I'm having sex, but swearing is pretty common most of the time. If your partner isn't telling you to her while pulling her until she all over your while you're in bed, I don't think you're doing that good in the bedroom, Richard. Who are you, Ben Shapiro?
A bucket and a mop? This sounds like there's something that is going on here that is not biologically normal. And by the way, the song is so unsexy that it frankly sounds like somebody describing what amounts to a serious condition that requires the care of a doctor. Fortunately, I know a doctor, who is my wife. And so I asked her for her medical diagnosis, and she looked at the lyrics herself. And after being kind of appalled by them, obviously, there are a few sort of giveaways here. So first of all, a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. So first of all, she had to clarify whether wet ass P word was a description of the P word or whether one of the clinical symptoms here was also diarrhea. Bring a bucket and a mop. So this suggests that there's an awful lot of, not to be too graphic, but some sort of medical discharge that's happening here. Right, a lot too much, because that's a symptom of something that is not going great.
Obviously, these are the options that got the game famous in the first place because they're just fucking ludicrous. How would insinuating she fucks her dog ever be something that would cross anyone's mind?
Even if it's what you were thinking, you don't need to say it.
Richard, buddy, I wasn't thinking that. YouTubers made bank making Let's Plays and reactions because, I mean, come on, this is comedy gold.
Ask if the girl you like is a good girl? What the fuck?
I think C.
But it's still very, very weird.
You think it's as weird as asking her if she's a good girl? Like she's a dog?
Who's a good girl? Which one of you is the good girl?
Now here's the real question. Is this game made in all sincerity and trying to give actual good advice? Or is this just a shitpost? Well, the answer is I don't know. But Super Seducer 2, it's pretty fucking obvious. I think it's pretty obvious Richard saw the popularity of the reactions to the insane, creepy options in the first game and decided to turn it up to 11.
Whoa, Richard, Rich, Bubby, you blew it. What are you thinking out here saying that you're gonna eat her family's livers? You eat the bones, Richard. It's like talking to a beginner.
This might be the greatest shitpost I've ever experienced in my life. My favorite level, where you play as the greatest character in the history of fiction, Mahmoud.
What's the game plan?
The game plan is I will go, meet her, seduce her, and slay her.
What?
The first option where you decide what photo you put on Mahmoud's Tinder profile does not have a number one option for it. You can only catfish the girl, which Richard admits is bad, but the only bad option that doesn't further the level is if you use an actual photo of Mahmoud. Like, how fucking sad is that? By the way, I gotta say, I've played this game with my friends for fun, you know, to watch and react to the crazy ass bad options in this game. But I kid you not, they got mad at me. I was picking the funny wrong options. They wanted me to take this seriously. You don't play for fun, you play to win? For Super Seducer? You know who you are if you're watching this. Funny thing about this is the guy that got the most mad about this is a virgin. So yeah, take what you will from that. Anyways, back to Mahmoud over here. Honestly, do I have to say anything else? Mahmoud is without a doubt worthy of the Super Seducer title. Richard is trying to make Mahmoud look bad so he can have that sexy stud all to himself. You can't tell me this is a serious game. Like, look at the ending.
What's happening now? What? I thought you seduced women in this game. What is this? Is it fucking SWAT team? What the fuck? Oh my god, they killed Richard.
If you want to experience any more of this game, just buy it on Steam. It's on there for like $10. You know what's not on Steam though? Super Seducer 3. Another example of big corporations censoring true works of art. Super Seducer 3 was banned off of Steam for sexual content with real people, I guess. This is the future liberals want, guys. I can't really blame Steam because Richard literally put a censored option for YouTubers and streamers. Which, thank you, Richard. I really appreciate that. But Jesus Christ, dude, the camera is cramped into the girl's coochie. Like, I can see the outline, bro. Luckily though, this game is just as much of a shitpost as the last one. But it's not anything new though. When I found out this game was banned from Steam, I was expecting something crazy, but it's just more of the same. Even then, it's less than what we got before. We never get something like Richard in a tank firing ballistic missiles at YouTubers who disliked his game, or the Greek tragedy that was Mahmoud's level. Also, it seems like Richard is trying to make it more serious than the last one. I don't know how this man made the threesome level boring. So there's not even a point of risking Russian hackers into your computer when buying this from a weird website, because Super Seducer 2 is just the better experience, honestly. And I will admit, the formula can get boring after a while, so yeah, I recommend anyone watching this to play Super Seducer 2, preferably under the influence with friends. Trust me, it's a hell of a good experience. I don't really have anything else to say, so yeah, bye bye.
Close your eyes, come to me.